Good morning, Saginaw. I want to thank all of you for attending this 2020 State of the City, State of the County address. I want to give special thanks to the Saginaw County Chamber of Commerce, board, staff, and members for, again, hosting this event. Please give them a hand. Thank you. We have a lot to cover today, but first, let me start with some introductions. Joining me today is my best friend and partner of 37 years, my beautiful wife, Diane. Also in attendance this morning are fellow council members, outstanding leaders who are dedicated to this community. I ask that they stand and be recognized, please. Councilmember Ostash, Councilmember Milne, Councilmember Scherzer, Councilmember Bench, Councilmember Walls, Councilmember Jamie Forbes. Thank you. Some of our members couldn't be here, but we're really happy to recognize all of them. I also can't speak on the state of the city and our recent accomplishments without acknowledging the contribution of our city manager, Tim Morales, and his management team. Tim, I'd like you and your management team to please stand and be recognized as well. I'd also like to thank the rest of the city administration and all city employees for their commitment and their diligent work to strengthen our city, grow our economy, and build unity in our neighborhoods. Today, I again have the honor and privilege of standing before you as the mayor of this great city. It feels like just yesterday that I was here talking of the progress in 2018. In considering the state of our city today, I'm happy to say that 2019 was a very positive year for Saginaw as well. We are better positioned to move forward into a prosperous future than in many decades. Yet, to continue to grow and prosper, we first must be proud of who and what we are. So here is a very special video that was unveiled this past summer as part of a new city marketing campaign. You might have already seen it, but it is important to begin today by remembering where we have been, how far we have come, and to look forward with hope to our future. This video is a celebration of each of these truths.
This is Saginaw. We build. We built millions of homes that expanded America's heartland. We built the crankshafts and transmissions that powered America's cars. We built the steering systems that guided them to greatness. We built the firepower that helped defeat the enemies of freedom. We built a community that was the envy of a nation, and we built an economy that was the envy of the world. So we're building. We're building better healthcare for much of Lower Michigan. We're building better engines in one of the world's largest aluminum foundries. We're building motion controls for the aircraft of today and the cars of tomorrow. We're building new markets for Michigan farmers. We're building the tools that create the next generation of automation, and we're building the control systems that operate them. And we're building the one thing that makes us always come back. We're building opportunity. And we're ready to help you build yours. This is Saginaw. We build opportunity.
Thank you. As this video suggests, aggressively marketing Saginaw as a strong, vibrant, and welcoming community was a key initiative for us in 2019. Mentioned in my speech last year, we've now made a solid marketing and branding strategy for our city a reality. A first for Saginaw. Some might ask why we would do so. The answer is simple. We do it to shine our light to all the world. To paraphrase the biblical proverb, we can no longer hide our light under a bushel basket. Strategically highlighting the unique strengths of our city is essential for growth. For too long, we have been the brunt of a national narrative encapsulated in the epithet Sagnasty. That narrative must change. That word is the antithesis of who and what we are. Rather, we are Saginaw-awesome. And we must let everyone hear it from our lips and from our hearts. The most crucial aspect, the best predictor of Saginaw's future growth and success, will be our community's belief in itself. Our perception of who and what we are and of what our city is and can become is critical to success. What we as citizens and stakeholders think about our city must become our greatest asset, or it will continue to be our worst enemy. In last year's speech, I reminded you of our history of rising above economic setbacks, of reinventing ourselves, and today, using 8 of the signature concepts of our marketing campaign, I will highlight our marketing strategy and how it affirms all that we are as a city and that we are building. First, we build opportunity. We do this by providing helpful and innovative tools for those looking to invest in Saginaw. This past June, Saginaw joined 32 other cities in being certified by the Michigan Economic Development Corporation as a redevelopment-ready community. Achieving certification verifies that we are ready to work hand in hand with developers in bringing projects to fruition through a streamlined permitting and oversight process. It provides for trustworthiness in our processes to nurture and encourage investment in our community. I am proud of and thank the RRC team for their hard work that made it possible. Following certification in the fall of 2019, Saginaw received the eCity's Top Performing Entrepreneurial Community Award from the University of Michigan Dearborn Center for Innovation Research. Saginaw was honored as one of 5 communities statewide for fostering entrepreneurial growth and economic development. The city was recognized both for its development opportunities and for talent attraction. In an extremely mobile economy, the city and its strategic partners are helping talented individuals realize the opportunities that exist here to be entrepreneurs, to secure rewarding and meaningful jobs, and to enjoy the many community and cultural attractives that make us Saginaw awesome. In last year's speech, I mentioned the accelerating pace of growth in economic development Saginaw witnessed in recent years. In the prior 5 years, we had investment totaling over $228 million in 70 significant development projects that created 840 new jobs. That's huge. Investment in the city continued in 2019 with new construction permits taken out for projects worth another $18 million plus. These investments include the plan to convert and enlarge the former Michigan Works building downtown into the medical examiner operations and training facility. Also, I'm happy to say that a new Shaheen development mixed commercial and residential project, also in downtown Saginaw, was recently approved by the city's planning and zoning boards. It is slated for construction starting this spring. This project is particularly significant because it is likely the very first private commercial infill project built in our downtown in well over half a century. I thank the staff of Saginaw Future for their hard work that made this pattern of accelerating investment growth happen. This past June, when the SVRC Marketplace celebrated its first anniversary, we learned it brought more than 50,000 visitors downtown in just the first 12 months. And that included many new visitors to Riverfront Saginaw. As a business incubator and a place for entrepreneurs to pursue their dreams, it has provided employment for hundreds of people. The Marketplace's success symbolizes the city's willingness and ability to work with investors and partners to make development happen. Second, we build community. A safe and vibrant community in which to live, work, learn, and play is essential to growth of any city. A key quality of life priority for our citizens is better roads. In 2019, the city's right-of-way division improved over 18 lane miles of roads, and in addition, we installed 150 American with Disability Act compliant ramps. We repaired the Holland Avenue and 23rd Street railroad crossings and completed over $300,000 in repairs to our 4 river bridges. Our right-of-way division also adopted a design concept. It is known as Complete Streets Principles and Practices. It means a user-sensitive design framework in making infrastructure improvements. The goal is to provide safe and convenient access for transportation users of all ages, disabilities, and transportation modes. Reduction of crime is another quality of life priority. The false narrative that Saginaw remains a crime leader, according to FBI stats, was recently relied on by some to smear the city as an unsafe place to build and invest. I'm pleased to report that continuing the significant downward trend of the past several years, serious Part 1 crime in Saginaw decreased another 15% in 2019. Even more significant, this includes a 40% decrease in homicides and a 25% decrease in shootings. Saginaw is not the FBI stats city of several years ago. The hard work of Chief Ruth and his officers, in cooperation with the many law enforcement agencies that partner with us, has made our city one of the safest urban core cities in Michigan. These partners include the Michigan State Police, FBI, the Saginaw County Sheriff's Office and Prosecutor, the U.S. Attorney's Office, and many more. So we may thank Chief Ruth, his officers, and all our partners. I ask they stand and be recognized. Please stand. These are the people who have made and continue to make Saginaw a safe place to live, work, and play. Thank you. The Saginaw Police Department also cultivates community partnerships. In April of 2019, after an initial start with 2 officers, the city entered into a 5-year agreement with Covenant to provide funding for 4 full-time city police officer positions. This partnership also provided funding for K9 Harvey, a purebred Labrador. The officers and Harvey will work closely with the hospital security staff to prevent crime on Covenant's campus, as well as to be available to assist throughout the city as need may arise. In February 2019, we will also welcome another 4-legged recruit, Envy, to the department. And that Envy will allow the department to have a dog on every shift for 24-hour coverage. The department also received the National Award for Leadership in Victim Services in 2019 from the International Associations of Chiefs of Police. The award recognized the department's victim-centered, trauma-focused victim service unit. The unit develops strong working relationships with community agencies that assist victims of crime, such as the CAN Council, and fostered a culture of engagement and positive interaction with victims of crime throughout the department's officer and civilian staff. Better quality of life for our citizens also comes through efforts of our fire department. Despite continued economic constraints and cutbacks, the fire department continued to be innovative in keeping our neighborhoods safe and secure. This past spring, the department was selected to participate in a new national program called Sound Off with the Home Fire Safety Patrol through a federal grant obtained from the Center for National Prevention Initiatives at the Michigan Public Health Institute. The Saginaw Fire Department is the only fire department in the state of Michigan with this innovative program. Sound Off delivers fun classroom activities and lessons to help children in 2nd and 3rd grade and their families learn the importance of home smoke alarms, the sounds they make, and how to respond. The results achieved among participants were some of the best in the country, illustrating our fire department's commitment to community risk reduction. That commitment including working with Delta College's fire science program to host 2 fire science interns at the department in the spring and fall semesters, and hosting fire science students at Central Fire Station to learn real-life fire science. The department's fire rescues in 2019 must also be recognized. Firefighters rescued 6 citizens during 4 separate fire incidents, including one where the lives of a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and their mother were saved. Training, good tactics, and the tenacity of our firefighters all contributed to these successful outcomes. I asked Chief Van Loo and all our firefighters, as well as our firefighting partners from surrounding communities, to please stand and be recognized. The work of our police and fire departments to make our city safe depends in great part on close partnerships with our scenic division to reduce blight and our neighborhood associations that give us eyes and ears in the community. And I thank them also for their contribution to making Saginaw a better, brighter economy. Another quality of life improvement in our city was the completion of renovations at Ojibwe Island this past summer. Thanks to a grant from the MDNR, we were able to complete $600,000 in infrastructure upgrades on the island, including, among others, pavement improvements to the trail bridge, a complete renovation of the public restrooms, and a multi-use pathway on the west side of the island. Completion of this pathway to become part of the Iron Bell Trail will connect Riverfront Saginaw to a trail system extending all the way from Belle Isle in Detroit to Ironwood in the UP. Finally, this spring, we will unveil our new outdoor fitness court in Celebration Square. It will be the first outdoor fitness facility of its kind in the Great Lakes Bay region and features 7 functional fitness zones that can be used in thousands of ways to support up to 28 simultaneous users. Bringing it to Riverfront Saginaw for residents to be able to exercise for free in an outdoor setting will enhance our park system while encouraging participation in health and wellness activities for our citizens. Third, we build dreams. The city provides programs and resources to support local entrepreneurship and small business growth. In October, the Saginaw Economic Development Corporation hosted a business writing workshop to encourage aspiring entrepreneurs to invest in their success and think creatively about a business development plan. Just a few days from now, on February 12th, the SEDC and City of Saginaw will host another Saginaw Soup event. Saginaw Soup allows potential developers and future business owners to receive guidance and assistance in the process of obtaining a general business license, zoning compliance, planning, permits, fees, and economic development incentives. That dreamers can succeed here is pointedly shown by the amazing progress we've all witnessed in the ongoing restoration of the Lee Mansion. Not long ago, a derelict eyesore, ongoing restoration of this historic mansion, symbolic of the Renaissance occurring throughout Saginaw, happened only because people dared to dream that it could happen. Fourth, we build good health. 2019 was also an amazing year for the medical field in Saginaw. This past summer, Covenant Healthcare and Central Michigan University's College of Medicine forged a 25-year partnership for CMU med students to train in Saginaw. Thanks. Ian, it's important. Covenant also partnered with Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation on an agreement to build a $40.7 million rehabilitation hospital in Saginaw on Covenant's campus. This new facility will include 48 hospital beds and a state-of-the-art outpatient therapy facility. In addition to new services and technology, patients of Mary Free Bed at Covenant Healthcare will also be able to participate in national stroke rehabilitation research. Then this past October, I was privileged to participate in the groundbreaking ceremony at Ascension St. Mary's Hospital for a project to renovate and expand its emergency care operation. This new state-of-the-art facility will have larger rooms, interactive equipment, greater capacity, and provide more efficient care. All 3 developments are huge for Saginaw, its residents, and the future of health care here. Perhaps not coincidentally, the city was just recognized for having the highest share of individuals working in altruistic professions of all communities statewide. A January 23rd press release from Insurify, Inc., a national insurance comparison site, announced Saginaw was the recipient of its Most Caring City in Michigan award. All of these developments that I've mentioned signify that Saginaw is the place for medical and healthcare treatment throughout the entire region. Fifth, we build talent. It is self-evident that attracting talent, investment in families to a city is essential to its growth. From preschool opportunities to postgraduate or trade school and certificate programs, opportunity must be available for existing and prospective citizens and their families to advance learning and job skills. Saginaw is committed to working with all stakeholders at all levels to provide the opportunities needed to create a pipeline of talent for businesses interested in Saginaw. Connecting resources that help students learn how to learn, to explore careers, and to develop skills needed for this 21st century economy is critical. Likewise, we must ensure that there is a strong support system for retraining adults who are trying to adapt to the new reality of available jobs and available careers. The grand opening of Delta College downtown this past August was a significant step in developing that pipeline of talent. Another was the announcement that Saginaw Valley State University will move to a downtown location for academic programs and community outreach. Also significant is the growing enrollment in the skilled trades program at the Saginaw Career Complex following the November 2018 passage of the CTE millage. Increased enrollment there will accelerate growth in career and technical education and provide opportunities for high-paying and long-lasting careers for our youth. Additional opportunities for high-paying and long-lasting careers are available through skilled trades apprenticeship programs provided by several of our local skilled trade unions, such as the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers and Carpenters Local 706. Because oftentimes students are financially limited from taking advantage of post-secondary education, scholarship programs are essential component of providing opportunity. Multiple Saginaw nonprofits and institutions, from the Saginaw Community Foundation to Saginaw Promise, provide such scholarships. They fill the financial need gap for hundreds of students in Saginaw. Thanks to the partners, donors, and other supporters of philanthropy at all the institutions that provide these scholarships, financial opportunities exist to help students achieve their post-secondary goals. Finally, the Saginaw Public School District is working on a strategic plan to reinvent itself, to figure out how to proceed into the future with the best, the strongest, and most comprehensive strategy possible for the future of all our citizens. We look forward to working with them as they undertake this critical task for assuring a positive future for our city. Sixth, we build culture. The cultural diversity in Saginaw was evident in multiple community celebrations during 2019. This past summer, Saginaw's African Cultural Festival, perhaps the longest continuous African cultural celebration in the country, celebrated its 51st year. It provides a unique opportunity for all our citizens to experience the vibrant culture of Africa through music, dancing, clothing, artifacts, and food. Our close sister city relationship with Tokushima, Japan was highlighted in the annual Japan Festival. Held in the beautiful gardens of the Japanese Cultural Center, it drew hundreds of people to enjoy Japanese culture. Even the Consul General of Japan in Detroit, the Honorable Mr. Tsutomu Nakagawa, attended. In August, we announced the formalization of another sister city relationship, this with Amanakram, Ghana. This sister city relationship will have three components: culture, education, and economic development. This will help the citizens of both cities learn more about each other, expand our knowledge and appreciation of our unique cultures, and explore economic opportunities. Also this past summer, we watched as giant painted letters appeared throughout Riverfront Saginaw. It was a project from Art and About for people to explore Riverfront Saginaw as they search for the letters to figure out what they spell. The project culminated in the fall with the display of all the colorful letters spelling Saginaw next to the Anderson Center in the heart of Riverfront Saginaw. This fall, City Council unanimously approved the Henry Marsh Bridge Cement Sky Project. It was developed by the Great Lakes Bay Region Convention and Visitors Bureau. With a mural paying homage to Saginaw's first black mayor, Henry Marsh, it will be a focal point of welcome to visitors to Saginaw. This project will also create a unique outdoor event space under the bridge and greatly enhance the downtown landscape for residents and visitors alike. The Saginaw branch of the NAACP, which celebrated its 100th anniversary in 2019, leads our community in advocating for civil rights for all our citizens. It works to ensure that equity, and diversity exist at all levels of citizenship, from personal interactions to voting rights, as well as employment, economic, and governmental opportunities. Without fairness and equity for all, Saginaw cannot achieve greatness. So I thank the NAACP for its devotion to these key principles. These expressions of art and culture create vitality in our city, a community where our citizens can live creatively in an environment of diversity and cultural attractions for families, businesses, and employees alike. 7, we build enjoyment. This past spring, thousands of excited fans packed Windler Arena to show our hometown pride and support of the Saginaw Spirit as they battled in the OHL Western Division semifinals. Yes. Next year, let's go all the way. Then in summer, Friday Night Live, concerts, multiple Huntington Event Park activities, the July 4th fireworks activities at Ojibwe Island, and the Old Town Art Fair, among dozens of other events, drew thousands of people into our city from throughout the county and beyond. In winter, our Holidays in the Heart of the City celebration and the annual holiday parade kicked off the holiday season in Saginaw. Thousands enjoyed the Christmas lighting of the water treatment plant, Christmas train rides at the zoo, gingerbread house competitions at the Anderson, and carolers in Old Town. Thousands more lined city streets to enjoy the parade. Throughout Old Town, downtown, and in between, holiday lighting added seasonal beauty through the hard work of Pride in Saginaw, the DDA, the Downtown Saginaw Association, the Old Town Business Association, and city staff. At the Temple Theater and Dow Event Center, 2019 saw events from Bob Seger to Switchfoot, comedian Jeff Dunham to the Saginaw Bay Symphony Orchestra. In addition to providing amazing entertainment, these events create a participatory environment for everyone in Saginaw. 8th, we build the future. We understand that to move boldly into the future, we must build a solid financial foundation. In spite of a budget limited by our tax caps and the state withholding of millions of dollars in statutory revenue sharing funds, City Manager Morales and his administration increased our general fund balance to 21% of expenditures. This puts us in line with Michigan Government Finance Officers Association guidelines for covering operational costs in coming years. Thank you, Tim. Of financial concern, though, is the state's imposition of a new lead and copper rule requiring communities in the state to replace every residential lead or galvanized water line from the main to the house meter. Even though we're given 20 years to do so, in Saginaw with about 19,000 lines, that will mean almost 1,000 lines per year. It is estimated that using outside contractors would cost us over $6,000 per line. To reduce that cost, staff developed a new team of employees to handle replacements in-house. That will create an estimated savings of about $3,000 per line. Unfortunately, that is still a 20-year cost of over $60 million. But without state funds, the project will continue to be a challenge. Nevertheless, because replacing old lines with copper is best for our citizens, we are forging ahead with the project. Other good news. In 2019, the Water Treatment Division met all primary and secondary drinking water standards as it pumped 6.3 billion gallons of drinking water throughout the region for city and out-county customers. Shifting to administrative activities, a major city initiative in 2019 was to begin development of an improved city website to allow easier access to city ordinances, reports, licenses, and fee information. Improvements include the launch by the city clerk's office of an online page to allow citizens the opportunity to learn more about our boards, commissions, and committees, to view vacancies, and to submit applications online for these committees. Since serving on our committees is an effective way for citizens to influence city policies and activities, providing citizens with an easy online access was imperative. Also, the city's Treasury Division announced only days ago implementation of more convenient payment options for bills, taxes, and special assessments. The city now accepts phone and online payments by credit card or ACH transactions. In last year's speech, I also mentioned the need to anticipate the future of transportation. Our January strategic planning session partly focused on how to provide electric vehicle charging stations in the city as the country shifts to more environmentally conscious modes of transportation. This shift will require changes to our street, parking, and utility infrastructure and will be included in our revision of the city's master plan currently underway. 2019 also saw action on the issue of potential marijuana facilities in the city. In August, Council placed a one-year moratorium on the question of facilities here and directed staff to prepare information for Council to consider before acting further. Staff did so, and at our recent strategic planning session, presented its recommendations. These included what planning, zoning, environmental, and other ordinance changes would be needed. This is an issue Council takes seriously as we explore not only concerns for possible negatives like crime, odors, and hazardous waste, but also hope for positives like potential new investment, jobs, and income to the city. Because this issue is foremost in the minds of many, we will work towards a solution that is best for the city and all our citizens. On another note, we realize the magnitude and significance of the 2020 elections. And last year, the city clerk's office diligently prepared for changes in the absentee ballot voting requirements. Along with increased training and preparation in the clerk's office, we purchased new equipment so every precinct in 2020 will be equipped with the advanced technology necessary to assure voting accuracy and increase ballot security and to reduce wait time. Finally, I cannot stress enough the importance of the upcoming 2020 census. For every 56 people not counted in Saginaw, we lose about $1 million in funding. That's $1,800 per person not counted. Counting every person who calls Saginaw home is vital to our ability to provide services in the future. So Saginaw has joined with the other members of the Saginaw County Complete Count Committee to implement a 2020 census awareness campaign for Saginaw. Early in the speech, I noted that the state of the city is very positive. It doesn't mean challenging or difficult decisions won't arise in coming years, but it does mean that Saginaw, its administration, staff, and council members will work to continue the momentum we have developed to carry this city into a bright and prosperous future. Today, I have proudly shared with you our marketing strategy that we build. This is an exciting initiative, but begs the question of who is this we that it refers to? I say, look around you. All of you are the we. All of us together must work to build Saginaw. Ultimately, our future depends on the dreams, the ambition, and indeed the guts to succeed of everyone who lives, works, and plays here. What happens to us as a city, our ability to move forward, depends on the amount of trust we have in each other and the pride that we have in our city. So I ask you to join our marketing initiative. Some of the materials are on your tables. Please take them with you. And there's more that are available at City Hall. Help us cultivate pride and connection here while sharing the good news about Saginaw to the world. The negative narrative must end. Saginaw is a strong, safe, vibrant community that is pulling itself up by the bootstraps. We will not keep our light under a basket. We are Saginaw awesome. And we're telling the world, we build. Thank you. God bless you. And may God bless the city and county of Saginaw, Michigan. Thank you.